Top 5 best and worst Black Friday car deals 2025. We're going to start with the worst, and then we're going to talk about the best, and we'll give you a little market update at the end as well. All right, you ready, Pops?
Absolutely. Here we go.
Number 5 on our list, worst Black Friday car deals, the 2025 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. There are no nationally advertised APR or lease deals, despite the Grand Wagoneer having a 160 days supply of inventory, the highest in the entire Jeep lineup. The best offer you have over at Jeep right now is no payments for 90 days. This is absurd because there are still 2024 Jeep Grand Wagoneers sitting on dealer lots, and we know the 25s aren't selling quickly either. Shocker here, Dad. No payments for 90 days. That's your special offer this Black Friday from Jeep.
Well, the good news is you won't have to worry about taking care of your holiday presents because you're not going to have to start making payments on that Jeep that you shouldn't have bought for 90 whole days.
Yeah, not a strong offer from our friends over at Jeep. Number 4 on the list, the 2025 Ford Expedition. Ford isn't discounting the Expedition at all, despite offering APR lease and cash incentives for every other vehicle in their lineup. You can get an F-150, folks, with 0% financing right now, but the Expedition, not so fast. The best Expedition offer at the moment is on a lease for $799 a month for 36 months, but that's with almost $8,000 due at signing. Dad, Ford is obviously interested in selling their Mach-E's, their F-150s, etc., but not the Expedition.
So you mean to tell me you come up with almost $8,000 plus taxes and fees, and you'll have that nice 36-month lease payment of just $799? That seems a little weak at best.
Now, Toyota getting in on the action for the worst Black Friday car deals. The 2025 Toyota RAV4. Dad, the 2025 Toyota RAV4 has 4.75% financing. That sounds pretty good when you think that the average new car interest rate is over 8%. But competitors like Nissan, Honda, and Mazda are all offering, well, much lower, 0.9%, 0%. These manufacturers are being much more aggressive than Toyota, which kind of makes sense. Toyota has a really, really, really strong days supply of inventory, but not a strong offer here relative to the competition when it comes to the RAV4.
Yeah, my guess is they don't lose very many of those RAV4 sales to their competitors, even with a interest rate of 4.75%.
Next on our list at number 4, the 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe. Despite offering really strong incentives against the rest of their lineup, Chevy has skipped the Tahoe for Black Friday. No special incentives here. The best nationally advertised lease offer on the Tahoe is $879 a month for 36 months, but that's going to be with $9,000 due at signing. This is just another example from Chevrolet and obviously Ford before with the Expedition. They are not seeing a real reason to try and incentivize the sale of the Tahoe right now.
Yeah, so apparently Chevrolet saying, hey, consider the Tahoe, but go buy that Expedition because it'll be considerably less on a monthly basis, and you'll be putting down at least $1,000 less.
You and I see this differently. I think both brands are saying neither of these are vehicles we're really interested in selling right now, but to each their own. The 2025 Mazda CX-30 rounds out our top 5 worst Black Friday car deals right now. Mazda is offering low APR financing on the CX-5 and CX-50, but not on the CX-30. The best APR deal you can get on the CX-30, 4.9% for 60 months on the 2025, or 5.9% for 60 months on the 2026. When Mazda's offering 0.9, 1.9, etc., looking at 4.9, 5.9, that's not that good. There is a lease incentive over at Mazda. They're offering 36-month lease for $199 a month on the CX-30, but that's with nearly $6,000 down. Also not that great of a deal when you start to factor that in.
Maybe that explains why Mazda sales dropped 32% last month. And well, obviously they've also stated that, hey, the CX-30, which comes from Mexico, they're not going to support that as much as some of their other models.
Now let's talk about those that have the best Black Friday car deals. And you know what? We said we were going to give you 5. We'll actually give you 10. Let's speed run through it. The 2025 Volkswagen Taos and Tiguan. We've got $379 a month as a lease payment on the Taos with $0 down and $399 a month for the Tiguan. Now, those are really good payment options and $0 down. Then, Dad, we've got the 2025 and 2026 Hyundai Santa Fe and Tucson, including the hybrid models, 0% financing for 60 months. This is probably one of the best manufacturer incentives we're going to see all holiday season, because it's on the 25s, 26s, and not limited to just, the internal combustion engine. It's also on the hybrid vehicles.
No, they obviously Hyundai and Kia are stepping up, and they want to keep that momentum going, which is why they're offering the 0% interest.
Now, Jeep has that terrible offer on the Grand Wagoneer. Again, just 90 days delayed payment. But on the Grand Cherokee for 2025, they're doing 0% financing for 60 months. So obviously, Jeep trying to move the metal when it comes to the Grand Cherokee. All 2025 Mitsubishi models, Dad, qualify for 0% financing right now. That's the Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Outlander Sport. So Mitsubishi obviously trying to be very aggressive here when it comes to their Black Friday offers as well.
Yes, their sales have been slipping as well. So in an attempt to build them back up again, they're offering really good financing options for people.
That's a similar story over at Nissan, where the 2025 Pathfinder, Murano, and Rogue all also have 0% financing for 60 months. So again, if you're cross-shopping between a Rogue and a RAV4, the financing offer is going to be dramatically different, 0% versus 4.75%, like we talked about earlier. So Dad, Nissan getting very aggressive here as well. Now, Dad, you had mentioned Hyundai and Kia a moment ago. Well, Kia's not offering 0% financing this Black Friday, but they are offering 0.9% financing for up to 60 months on the 2025 Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. So not nearly as aggressive as Hyundai, but Kia getting pretty aggressive nonetheless. I mean, the Telluride with 0.9% financing is a great incentive this Black Friday.
Yes, and 0.9%, come on, that's still very, very inexpensive financing.
Now, like we said earlier with Mazda and the CX-30, it's the opposite here with the CX-5 and CX-50. We've got 0.9% financing for up to 60 months. And again, on the CX-30, it was significantly higher, 4.9 and 5.9, depending on the model year. So Mazda obviously getting aggressive, but only against the CX-5 and CX-50. BMW getting in on the fun with the X3, offering 0.9% financing for 60 months, which is an incredible offer. And then ultimately, Dad, another lease deal here from Chevrolet with the Trailblazer, the 2025 Trailblazer. You got to put $419 down at signing. For 36 months, you're at a $289 a month payment. And last but not least, Toyota with the Corolla, Dad. You got to put 4,000 big ones down at signing, but that gets you a $199 a month lease payment for 39 months, which, considering it's a Toyota, is not so bad in the grand scheme of things. So we've got pretty different offers here on our best and worst list. Some surprises for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And as you can see, most of the best deals are either going to be taking advantage of the specialized interest rates that are being offered, or the very strong lease programs that some of these manufacturers are offering.
Go to caredge.com/Black Friday. The link is in the top of the description below to read all of our guides relating to Black Friday. And as we've talked about recently on this channel, it's officially a buyer's market. So take advantage of these manufacturer incentives, the good ones at least, and obviously ask for an out-the-door price and negotiate the best out-the-door deal that you possibly can, plus the manufacturer incentive. If you got questions, leave them in the comments below. My dad and I will do our best to help.
Absolutely.